Good morning, trading world. Uh, Here we go again. Today is going to be one of those days that if you can't read momentum, just sit on your hands, stay out, watch. Do not risk it. I just watched this morning before the market on news the Dow go from 500 points down to 500 points up. That is a ridiculous swing. And I don't even know whether it will hold. That is going to be the issue. So all of this happened during the time that I was doing my research for my analysis for levels and reaction levels this morning. So what I'm going to do, I actually had to call an audible this morning, and all the levels that I had worked on since early this morning, since about 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning, I basically had to throw them out and start new. So, with that being said, with these levels, if you are not good at picking up on momentum, looking at the market internals, today is not the day to try. The swings are too violent, as if we haven't seen violent swings before. But today, you really have to watch out because to go for a swing like that and me having to call an audible on the levels, that just gives me an uneasiness uh, if you don't know how to read market internals. For those of you that can read market internals or are confident in your ability to read those market internals, this is a day where you could have, you know, 100, 200 point trading day. But you have to be safe. You have to define your risk because it could easily go the other way. All right. Getting in before pre-market hours, as you can see, we failed opening Sunday night, and we pretty much fought fought in the overnight European markets where they were gradually trying to build back up. And then you got the announcement right about here on this stimulus package. I still don't know the details. I don't know whether it's completely approved. I don't know what is going on, but I just know it's news on the stimulus package that they're moving through Congress. And as you can see, we went from 67, 76 in just one, two, three, in just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes up to 73. So that is, I mean, so that is basically a 600 point move in a matter of 20, 25 minutes on the NQ. That is just ridiculous. So, prompting me to call an audible because I had different levels, support was way down here. Um, it, it, it just it just threw the game plan basically out of the window. So now, at the last minute, calling the audible. These are new levels of what I think may happen, and it's not out of the woods that we might not come back and revisit the lows. Uh, which I put here. But here are the levels for today, and we could definitely bust further out and up. But I'm going to give you, starting with the king resistance, I have at 73.16. Queen resistance, I have at 72.61. And jack resistance, I have at 71.72. Jack support, I have at 70.84. Queen support, I have at 68.74. And king support, I have at 68.10. I don't really have, because of the timing and having to call this audible, I don't really have levels to give you of pertinence in between the regular levels. This is where market internals will come into play today, having to read and understand momentum. It is a lot that can happen today. So I stressed, if you are not good at reading internals, this is going to be a trend day. This is going to be a trend day like we have not seen in a while. And on trend days, you have to go with the direction, because if you try to fight against the direction that the market is that the market is going, this is one of those days where you can eat up your whole account, because there are going to be head fakes, there are going to be booms that where it will hit a level and not look back for, as you can see, 300-400 points. So there's a lot of things to think about. I mean, I can't say for sure that that's the way it's going to go, but also the thing that I have pointed out, that a lot of times we have these big trend days like this. Most of the move, 80% of the move, happens during pre-market or overnight hours, and then we're sitting on a dud during the cash session, the U.S. cash session. And if that happens, I mean, it'll be nice. We would still have a lofty range where you can still make a great amount of points. But it's just so much up in the air right now that I'm at a loss more than normal. Like, you really have to just sit back and see where it wants to go, and hopefully you can jump on and ride. So those are the levels. All of this based on the stimulus package that may or may not, I'll be trying to get some more news and read on that shortly. But for now, as violent of a move as just happened in the pre-market, we could get another violent move just as bad during the market. So that's why I'm stressing that you please have your risk defined. This is not the time to try to fill it out, because even at times I do trade without a stop loss, and this is not one of those times I dare try anything like that. Sometimes I get in on orders and then I manually set stops or try to eyeball stops, and this is definitely not the time to try anything like that. So with that, good luck on your trading. Be very careful. Wishing you a profitable trading day.